Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you're not new. Today we have a get ready with me once again, and I'm so excited to be filming this because I've just been wanting to give you guys an update on my life for a while and just kind of things that I come to the realization of, okay? Because we're realizing things this year, yes, and we're not going to be a dummy, just so you guys know, but I'm excited to move forward in life. And I also wanted to talk about school. I feel like I always talk about school in every single video, but I made a TikTok like saying that I dropped my classes, so I do talk about that later in the video. Okay. Sorry. What else? I'm also leaving LA finally. I'm going somewhere, but I'm gonna go see one of my girlfriends, so I'm super excited about that. I also talk about that in the video, so hopefully you guys stay tuned and watch. But before we get started, I do want to thank Dossier for partnering with me on this video. Dossier is a French brand and they are a perfume company. They are based in France and they create perfume dupes that are very, very similar to the scents that you guys know and love. So today I have a dupe of this perfume here. It's called Florental Vanilla, and this one is very similar to YSL Black Opium. All of their products are vegan and cruelty free, which is great, and they also use clean ingredients, so it's not going to create any harm to your fur babies. But I do want to recommend that you guys can look up a list of flowers that are actually harmful to cats and dogs, or if you guys just have a cat, plants that are harmful to cats, because there are flowers that you're not supposed to have because cats can get sick. So I think it's really important that you guys look up on that, because it can happen and you won't even know like what was the cause of it until you go to the vet and they'll tell you. So I had a few subscribers. Luckily, I'm really grateful for you guys that you guys were telling me like lilies are bad for cats and tulips and also eucalyptus, and so I've learned a lot since looking into that. So I think it's really important. And also hyacinth is actually really harmful for them as well. So the perfume that I actually had last month, I had to give away just because I was really scared that it was going to cause harm to my cat. But if you guys don't have kitties, then feel free to go ahead and pick that one up. But I just wanted to mention that really quickly because I think it's really important for people to be educated on that, especially because no one tells you when you first get a cat, right? So anyway, I have Florental Vanilla. It is a 15% concentrate, so that it does smell like really strong, and they last all day, you guys. Like, these perfumes last a long time. And I also wanted to mention that they do have the top notes, the middle notes, and the base notes on the perfume bottle. So if you guys are looking at any of the notes and you're like, wow, I really love this perfume, you guys can also put in the notes in the search bar for Dossier's website, and you can see the perfumes that actually have the same notes in those perfumes as well. And more than likely you are going to enjoy those scents because you like this one. And I also wanted to mention that Dossier does offer risk-free orders, so you do get a little perfume sample, which is really great because you guys can actually test this one out. And then once you test it out, if you decide that you like it, you can go ahead and use the bigger bottle. But if you decide, oh my god, this is like not something that I'm into, then you can of course go ahead and switch it out for something else. And with that, you can actually get a different perfume. You can get either the same price, or you can get something that's a little bit more expensive or a little less expensive, and then you will get refunded the difference. And Dossier's perfumes range from $29 and upwards, so you'll find everything and anything in your price range pretty much. They do go upwards up to about $39 or $45. If I'm wrong, I'll put it on the screen so you guys can see that. But I really love their perfumes and I feel like they last the longest on me. Yeah, be sure to check them out. I'll have a coupon code down below in the description bar so you guys can check that out as well. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with the video. The last time we chatted, we did talk about dating and what I kind of expect when I'm in a relationship and things like that. But I feel like my mind has kind of shifted. I had a lot of time to think, a lot of time to heal, and a lot of things have pretty much changed. So I just wanted to talk to you guys about that and where I kind of am at right now, because my life right now is basically centered around dating and pretty much just working. So I feel like it's something that can definitely help you guys if you guys are in the same situation as me, especially when you're getting out of a long-term relationship. Like, yeah, so I just want to go ahead and chat with you guys about that today, if you don't mind, and hopefully you guys stick around and subscribe. So yeah, let's just get started. So I always start off with my base, of course. Let's see, I have this foundation here. Is it too light for me? I don't know, I kind of just wanted to put on a foundation today because it's been a while, but I still like how my makeup looks without it. So yeah, let's not do anything heavy. I'll probably feature this in like a vlog get ready with me, just something super casual and fast. So let's stick with the basics for today. I'm gonna moisturize my face with the Laura Mercier Perfecting Primer, and my face already has a little bit of a glow from it, but I think this is for my face mask. And this is kind of like a 2-in-1. It's like a primer slash cream. So yeah, I basically talked to you guys about things that I was like really adamant about, like I want this in a relationship. I want this in a relationship. And honestly, I sat down and I was like, Jenny, do you even want a relationship? Because I feel like dating has just like completely drained me, like my mind mentally. And it really takes a toll on you, especially if you don't know what you're looking for. And so I sat down and I was like, okay, what am I looking for? Like, of course I want a family. Of course I want to be a mom. Like, of course I want those things. But what am I looking for in a partner? So someone told me to manifest, right? Manifest what you're looking for. And what do you think that person's partner would look like? And I thought like, okay, well, this is the kind of guy that I'm looking for, blah, 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 whatever. And I thought, okay, would he be with like a Revolve supermodel? And I'm like, I don't know. Like, maybe, but maybe not, because I've seen those kind of men and like sometimes they're not. Like, I don't know, like it was just really confusing, I guess, because of the social circle that I've been around and that I know all of like a lot of CEOs and contractors and I mean just people in LA, like CEOs of like their own startup company and stuff. It's like everyone is different. Like they're all successful, they're all really, really like well off. There's not a certain look that all of the wives or girlfriends have. Like, so I was like, okay, well, that's crossed out. Like, I was like, so that's not like a good idea, because it's, I mean, when you're around it and you kind of know, you just know, like, it's not, there's no like ideal look for what his partner would look like, because yeah, he could have a supermodel, but then he could also like cheat on her and be with someone that's not as pretty or someone that's not as desirable as maybe say a supermodel or like an Instagram model. So who knows? Like, who knows? Anyway, I just decided that, I don't know, maybe I just need a little break. I've started reading the Bible because Lord knows that he knows I'm in a little bit of a pickle. So I started just reading the Bible and praying and just, baby, come here. I started just asking God, like, you know, if someone comes to me and if something is meant to be, then let it be. But if it's not meant for me, then take it away from me, because I don't need anything that isn't meant for me. And I feel like now I'm in a position where, you guys know, I was in a breakup. I had a breakup. I had like a short fling for a while. Sorry if you guys can hear Luna, but she's like literally in and out of her box right now. I feel like, why do cats do that, like in the middle of the night? Because it's literally like midnight. But anyway, so I was in a relationship for a little bit and I was really excited about it. I made plans with this person, like about my future, and I didn't consider this like a long-term relationship or like a serious one, just because it was just so short-lived. I definitely was really excited about it, and I told you guys like, wow, I feel like this is my person. Like, I've never felt this way about anyone, and I feel like in an instant it was all just taken away from me because this person decided to change their mind. Even now thinking about it, like, I gave it so many chances and I gave it literally my all. Yeah, I'm actually going to New York in a week or so, or like less than a week, and this person does live on the East Coast, and I thought like, wow, like I would love to see him again and like, you know, talk it out and things like that. And the thing is, we did talk about it, and he said like, I'm literally just like telling you guys know I'm like an open book, okay? So, and he said like, you know, first and foremost, like we have to start off as friends and whatever. And for me, like, I don't do the friends with benefits or anything like that. Like, either we're in a relationship and I'm only gonna be with you, or you literally don't mean shit to me and we're just like sleeping together. Like, that's literally what it is, because I'm not gonna have feelings and I'm not gonna like be attached to someone if they're not willing to, if they're like literally like, oh no, like we're just friends, but like, hey, I still wanna fuck you because like it was the best sex I've ever had. Like, what? Like, in what world does that even make sense? I guess planet Earth, because why are people like that? It's so crazy. Like, I'm literally sitting here like giving him another chance, looking like a freaking fool, and I'm like, you know what, yeah, like maybe, I don't know, I just feel like it was just such a slap in the face. We basically talked about it, and you know, that's what he said, like, hey, let's be friends first. Like, ultimately we have to be best friends in order for anything to work. And for me, I feel like, okay, we were seeing each other for like X amount of times, and like you think like, oh yeah, like we're just gonna go and like be friends. Like, yeah, that's basically what he said. And for me, it's like, okay, so for you to say that, oh, we have to start off as friends, like for me, I just can't go back to that. Like, I can't, like, I I just can't do it. Like, I can't do it. Like, I feel like I've disrespected myself enough, and I just feel like I feel like so angry, honestly, just thinking about this whole experience, and just having that be like my first, something that I felt that was real to me. I just feel so upset that I was fed lies, and that this person wasn't honest with me, and I tried to give it like the benefit of the doubt, like being stupid against like what all of my friends told me. And you know, I wanted it to work out so bad, and for someone to tell me, hey, I think we should just go back as being friends and then learn to be best friends, and then from there we can like build a relationship. And yeah, I get that's how relationships are formed, but I think that being that it was a relationship built on lies, for me it's like, how can you say that? And yeah, this person did take the fault for like the fallout the previous time, which is understandable because it was his fault. I don't know, for me, I just can't go back to starting over, starting from square one again, because this would be like the I don't even know how many times, like this would be like the 4th or 5th time we're starting off at square one, and you can like even hear it in my voice. Like, I'm just not okay with that. I just kind of feel like, okay, anything that happens, like, we're just always going to be back at square one, and it's never going to progress from that. So I'm literally like, I'm literally just like all out of like energy for it, and I feel like I'm just ready to move on to like my next relationship, and or like to whatever God has in store for me, because at this point I feel like I'm just literally like beating a dead horse. And when I go into a relationship, like, my emotions are raw and they're real, and you know, I tell the person what I'm looking for, I tell them what I want in a relationship, and for someone to have sugarcoated as much as he did, like, that really hurts. Like, that was just like really manipulating, I feel, in a sense. And I just feel so disrespected, and I feel like why would I continue disrespecting myself in that sense, to where, and it's like, as much as I feel like I still have love for this person, and as much as I feel like, you know, I want to get back to where we were, I want to see the potential in it, I feel like, do I really though? Like, do I really, or am I just bored? Because at this point, I don't know. And for someone like that, I don't mind just like stringing it along and just playing around with it until, you know, you see whatever happens. But feel like these are like, we're real people, like, these are real emotions involved, real feelings, like people's actual lives. And I feel like, is that something that like I really want to do? I've always felt like I knew my soulmate was out there, I just never knew who it was. And I really felt like, wow, this person was it. And I feel like that's probably one of the reasons why I keep like trying to go back to it, is that it's like I want to believe that they are who they say they are, like in the beginning of a relationship. And for me, I feel like I need to let that go. Like, I need to stop seeing the best in people, and I need to stop expecting like, I guess, like false like lies and like false narratives. You know, it's not cool. It's not cool to lie to someone. I don't know. It's just not cool to do that. And the thing is, like, yeah, when I'm in New York, we are going to see each other, but this is like literally like the final chapter for me, because I want to move on. I want to move on with my life. This person clearly doesn't, and it's not even like, oh, we're gonna like sleep together or anything in New York. It's just kind of like just talking about everything, just like laying it all out there on the table and being there in person. And for me, I really don't mind at all. Like, it's just kind of like whatever. For me, it's like, I just want to like lay everything out there on the table, and I don't want to have any regrets. I don't want to have any doubt that this is the right decision that I'm making. And you know, initially going into it, I just was super excited, and now I just feel like defeated. I feel like for me to love this person the way that I did before, because I did tell him that I love him, and I've never done that, like, ever. Like, I've never been the first to say it. Like, well, I mean, I didn't say it first in this instance either, but I felt the same way. And, you know, I feel like because I just felt so strongly for this person, I just want to know that, you know, this is the route that I'm supposed to go. And just to kind of, so yeah, that's basically like the last leg of my trip next week. And I'm actually really excited to like move on from it, because clearly if someone just sees you as a friend, or if they just want to start off that way, it wasn't even like, oh yeah, let's just date, like we'll just date and see where it goes. It wasn't even like that. It was like, let's start off as like friends, and then we have to be best friends. And then I'm just like, what? Like, okay, well, I mean, like, friends don't fuck each other. So I don't know. I think that was just really like the ultimate like slap in the face for me to hear that like you have to start off there again. And yeah, I'm not okay with it. So anyway, those are my thoughts. I don't know where my bronzer is, but I'm just gonna take a little bit of contour then. And I already kind of bronzed my face a little bit, so it's okay. And I know that people are gonna tell me like, well, you know, starting off as friends is probably like the best, like to not like rush into things. But you guys have to think about like where we started in the beginning. Like everything was just moving so fast. It was like I was like completely love bombed, and then it was like, oh, I love you, and then it was, oh, the flowers, gifts every other day, every other week. Like it was just one thing after another. And then for like everything just completely stopped like after that. And it was just like we were always starting over like every other week. And like that just gets like so exhausting and so tiring, and it's not something that like anybody wants to go through. Like, fuck, like think about like if you were in a relationship and it's just, oh, okay, we have to start over, okay, let's start over, okay, let's start off from like day one, let's like forget everything that I ever said in the beginning, and like all of the promises that I made, all of the lies that I made, let's just like forget that and like start all over. Like, I feel like that's like a little manipulating, is it not? For me, I always want to see the good in people. I always want to believe that everyone has good intentions. That's what you want. You want to see the good in people. You want to know that they are just nothing but good to you. You want to think that no one's there to harm you, that people have like your best intentions in mind, and that's not always the case, whether it's relationships or friendships. Like, I'm not saying that you have to be guarded, because, you know, there are people that you can be vulnerable with, but I feel like after people have betrayed your trust and have shown you time and time again that they are not who they actually are or who they say they are, it's time to move on. It's time to move on from that. There's nothing, like, there's no going back. There's nothing else to say. Yeah, so like I feel like now I'm just gonna take a break from dating. I'm gonna get the closure that I just want. I honestly, I feel like I think about it like every day, and yeah, I do get excited. Yeah, I'm like, oh my god, like what if we can get back to where we were and just start off from there and start off fresh. But I feel like every time I think about it, I just get more and more angry. Like I'm clearly not like a priority in this person's life. I'm clearly like taking second base, and I'm just, I don't know, I guess I'm just not okay with that, especially with school coming up and working and traveling, because I have like a few trips that I want to go on, things that I have planned myself. Now that that's done, I'm gonna take my Lila B. It really sucks because I think the mask mandate is still in effect in New York, and like my makeup's literally gonna sweat off into my mask, which is so annoying. So I'm gonna take a little makeup bag, my toiletry bag, just so I touch up my makeup throughout the day. But anyway, I think taking a break from dating is definitely something that I need. I have been focused on like the wrong things, and I feel like putting my trust in God and like just seeing where it leads me without me actually, I mean, I'm still on like the dating apps. I'm still kind of engaging here and there, and sure, it's fun. It's really fun and it's exciting, and you know, I never had like an issue with going on dates and connecting with men that I've literally never met in my life, and also just seeing what's out there. I think that there's so many handsome like eligible bachelors, but for me, I just feel like I haven't found the one, and I feel like sometimes I just want to give up. And I think people have told me like, Jenny, just focus on yourself, do your own thing, like the person will come when the time is right. And for me, like I've literally never been one to chase. I've always just attracted the men, and I don't have an issue with that. Like, and I know that because the dating apps affirm that. But it's not like you know, they're coming running a blazing. I have connected with really great guys. I have gone on a few dates, and yeah, they're really great. They're really, really sweet, and I feel like, you know, even like the most handsome of like the handsomest bunch that I've like interacted with, I feel like, oh my god, like where have you been all of my life? But then just doesn't click. Like there's just something that doesn't click. And for me, I need that spark. I need that immediate attraction. I need to feel like instantly attracted to this person, and what they're saying, and you know, their values and their beliefs. And for me, if that's not there, then there's nothing. So that makes it like 10 times harder, because of course I said like I date to marry, but right now I feel like I completely like threw that out the window, and I'm just kind of dating just to date, just to see what's out there. And like 9 out of 10 times they always come back, like always. But that's not the point. The point is that sometimes I feel that I distance myself when it's a little bit too good, or if I feel like, oh my god, like I'm scared to tell this person what I'm looking for in a relationship, or like some of the values that I have, or if they say something and it doesn't align with what I'm looking for, I feel like a little bit guarded, and I feel, oh my god, they could be like the best looking guy, but then it's just word vomit, like things that come out of their mouth. I'm just like, oh my god, why did you say that? Like, why did you say that? But it's okay though, because that's how you know whether or not you and that person will get along. So I feel like that's just really important to come across like honest people, clearly, because you want to be with someone honest. But also it kind of sucks at the same time, because you're like, oh my god, you were everything that I hoped and dreamed of like 30 seconds ago before you open your mouth. It's definitely a process. You live and you learn, and hopefully you're able to take more good experiences rather than bad experiences from like the dating scene and the dating world. There definitely are really great guys out there, and there are a few that I had my eye on, but I think ultimately at the end of the day, I need to let God guide me in like the right direction, and I need to continue just focusing on myself, focusing on my work. And I truly feel like whatever is meant for you will always come back to you. Except for my ex, like please stay away. I definitely see potential like in my future, of course. I know that it's not me. I know that I'm not undateable. I know that I'm not unapproachable, and I know that I look great. So I know that all in time. Just whatever is meant to be will be, and hopefully it comes a lot sooner than later, because the girl is getting a little lonely. But you know, I feel like I really am ready for a partner, and I'm ready to have that connection with someone. I'm ready to build a life with someone, and to build a future, and for someone to just like come and sweep me off my feet. I'm ready for that. I definitely feel like I am ready for a companion. I feel like it's been a while, and you know, I'm definitely open to that. And for me, it's like, I know people are gonna say like, okay, well, you say that you're in love, you were in love in this relationship, like what happened, and how are you able to move on so fast? And for me, I think it's easy. You can't dwell over someone, or you can't ponder about what could have been or what should have been or what you talked about if this person doesn't feel the same way about you. Yeah, I've had men tell me that, oh my god, they're so in love with me, and like I said, like 9 out of 10 of them always come back. But for me, it's like, if you lied the first time and you didn't see potential in me the first time, or if you're prolonging it because you don't want to be committed in the relationship just yet, then what is the point? Like, what is the point? Because for me, I feel like if it's someone from my past and I've already expressed what I'm looking for and what I want in a relationship, why would you try to like come back to me and negotiate? Because no, I know my value, I know my worth. I'm not gonna sit here and take that shit from anybody, because I feel like I've been so disrespected so many times in the past, and for me, I just look like a clown, like going back and back to this person. And I feel like honestly, like I just want to text him and be like, hey, New York is canceled. I literally feel like I'm not even in the mood to deal with it, and I just like want to stop all contact. And the thing is, like, I actually had him blocked for a while, but I unblocked it, and I didn't reach out though, but I definitely felt like I was just so. Then he reached out, and I don't know, I was just like entertaining the situation, and I really regret that now, like looking back, because it's just something that I know that I can't go back to, and because of like how much I value myself, because of my self-worth, and just knowing that. Duh. Yeah, so I don't know where the hell half of my makeup is, but I guess that means I'm done. I just did my Kylie lip liner in coconut. Oh, I had you guys ask me like what lip combo I had. I actually had on this gloss. This is Buxom's gloss in Hot Toddy. Imani was the one who showed this to me. I love her so much. I'm actually gonna go visit her. I'm super excited for her birthday, because last time I saw her was 2018, like 3 years ago, which is crazy. And this does have like a lip plumping effect, so it feels amazing on the lips. I love it. I think it would be so funny to like put this on and then kiss your partner, because they'll be so upset. Sorry, I started talking weird because I don't want like the lipstick to get on my teeth. So yeah, that's pretty much it about the dating portion. I decided to just put it in the hands of God and see what he has in store for me. I'm really excited because this gives me a chance to just focus on my faith, focus on my school. And I also made a TikTok. I deleted it. It got like 100 likes. Like, I'm not even on TikTok like that, but I feel like, sorry you guys, I'm just touching my hair because I literally don't know what to do with my hands right now. I actually did make a TikTok, and I was joking around about like dropping my classes, but I didn't. I was really considering it, but I only dropped 2 because it was too expensive. So I just opted to take 2 for the fall semester, which does push me back a little bit more, which is kind of annoying because I just feel like I'm in school all the time now. But that's not the case. It's just like I'm just studying really hard and trying to be like an A+ student. I'm really excited about that. I was just joking, like I didn't quit school or anything, but I'm really excited to continue and to further my education, and I think it's gonna be a great time. I'm so excited to just have that to focus on, because God knows I just need to stop focusing on the wrong things and the wrong people. But it'll be really cool. I'm excited for my study sessions, and I just think it'll be a great chapter, like a great chapter going into like the next season, because my birthday is in September, which I'm so excited about. I have no plans, literally. I think I'm going to Vegas for 2 of the weekends, but I'm not really sure. Like, nothing's really set in stone yet, and I don't even know what I'm doing with my friends. Like, I honestly have no idea, and it really sucks. But I feel like as long as I celebrate myself, and as long as I'm happy and excited, I feel like everything will just kind of fall in place. So that's really exciting. And then yeah, I'm going to New York for about a week, and I'm pretty much looking forward to that, because I'm gonna be with my girlfriend Imani, and we're gonna have so much fun together. Like I said, I haven't seen her in a long time, so that's something that I'm really looking forward to. And this is kind of like a little trip for myself as well, because I've been wanting to get out, I've been wanting to do something new, but I just figured like this would be a great time. Like, we can both celebrate each other and just like talk again and just like be there for each other. But yeah, it's definitely been a while. I actually wanted to go clothing shopping tomorrow, but I'm not like exactly sure if I'll have time. That's pretty much it for this video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel down below. Don't forget to check out Dossier in the description bar down below, and I will leave down my favorites, of course. I hope that you guys enjoyed once again, and hopefully I will see you in my next video. Bye!